Are you confused about the new U.S. immigration law that just passed in 2025? You're not alone. From viral social media posts to headlines that sound like breaking news, there's a storm of misinformation out there. But what's real and what's fake? What does this law actually mean for immigrants, green card holders, families, or those applying to enter the United States? In this video, we're cutting through the confusion and giving you the truth. We'll break down the facts, debunk the myths, and explain how this new law could impact you or someone you care about. So, if you're worried about immigration in 2025, stay with us. This might be the most important video you watch today. Let's start with the basics. The new U.S. immigration law passed in 2025 brings some of the most significant changes we've seen in decades. It focuses on four main areas: skilled workers, family reunification, humanitarian protection, and stronger border enforcement. First, there's a major emphasis on attracting highly skilled professionals to fill labor shortages in the U.S., especially in technology, healthcare, and engineering. A new visa category called the talent visa has been introduced, offering faster processing for individuals with advanced degrees or exceptional qualifications. If you're a qualified worker with specialized skills, this is good news for you. Next, the law increases the annual cap for family-based immigration. This means that U.S. citizens and permanent residents can now sponsor family members faster. Waiting times for spouses, children, and parents are expected to get shorter over the next few years. The system is still based on eligibility and background checks, but the process will become more streamlined. This is a major win for families who have been waiting for years to reunite with loved ones. Humanitarian relief also gets a boost under the new law. The United States is expanding access to asylum and refugee programs, especially for those fleeing violence, persecution, or war. However, the rules are also being clarified to prevent abuse. Asylum seekers must now submit stronger documentation and adhere to stricter timelines, making the process faster but also more transparent. If you have a legitimate claim for protection, the system is being designed to serve you more efficiently. Of course, immigration reform always comes with stronger border security measures, and this law is no exception. Surveillance technology is being expanded, and funding has increased for border patrol. At the same time, the government is closing loopholes that allowed repeat offenders or those using fake documents to slip through the system. But despite these changes, this is not a blanket ban. There is no mass deportation plan, and no specific nationalities are being excluded from applying. Now let's bust some of the most common myths you've probably heard and debunk the fake news. Myth number 1. Certain nationalities are banned from entering the U.S. This is false. There is no official ban on any country. However, applicants from countries with high fraud rates might undergo additional scrutiny. That's standard in most immigration systems worldwide. Myth number 2. Green card holders will lose their status under the new law. This is also false. If you're already a lawful permanent resident, your green card remains valid. There are no automatic cancellations or removals unless you violate U.S. law or abandon your residency. Myth number 3. Asylum seekers are now automatically rejected. Again, not true. Asylum is still a protected legal process in the U.S., but fraudulent or weak claims will now be processed more quickly and rejected faster. If you have a real case, you will still be eligible for protection. Myth number 4. Only wealthy people or tech workers can come to the U.S. now. This is misleading. While the law does favor skilled workers, there are still multiple immigration pathways available for family members, religious workers, students, and humanitarian applicants. Money isn't everything. qualifications and purpose matter more. And finally, myth number 5. This law is permanent. Nothing in politics is ever permanent. Immigration policy can and often does change with new leadership or changing global conditions. But for now, these are the rules you need to follow in 2025. Now, let's talk about how this law will affect the number of people entering the U.S. and what it could mean for the country overall. The government projects a slight increase in overall legal immigration due to the new skilled worker programs and faster family sponsorships. At the same time, illegal immigration is expected to decline due to better enforcement and processing improvements at the border. From an economic standpoint, this could bring benefits. More skilled workers mean more innovation and productivity. Reunited families mean stronger communities and more consumer spending. However, these changes could also put pressure on housing, schools, and healthcare systems if local governments aren't prepared. If you're planning to immigrate to the U.S., or if you're already in the process, here are some tips to help you succeed under the new rules. First, review the eligibility criteria for the visa category you're applying for. The talent visa, for example, requires academic or professional documentation. Family sponsorship now requires more detailed relationship proof. Second, organize your documents in advance. Incomplete applications are one of the most common reasons for denial. Get your passport, birth certificate, educational records, employment history, and financial documents ready. Third, beware of scams. A lot of fake agents are exploiting the confusion around this new law to steal money from hopeful applicants. Never pay anyone who guarantees you a visa or asks for money under the table. Use licensed attorneys or nonprofits with a proven track record. Fourth, understand the new timelines. Some visa processes are now faster, but some may require additional steps. Stay updated through official channels like the USCIS website or accredited immigration organizations. And finally, make use of free support resources. Many local nonprofits offer legal help, language classes, and job placement services for immigrants. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask. Now, let's look ahead. What does the future of immigration in America look like? Immigration has always been a heated political topic in the United States. Some lawmakers are already proposing even faster pathways to citizenship for certain groups, like DACA recipients or long-term residents. Others are calling for more limits on family-based migration and tighter security at the southern border. The truth is, future policy depends on elections, public opinion, and global events. But here's one thing that won't change. America is a nation of immigrants. From scientists and doctors to farmers and small business owners, immigrants continue to shape the country's future. The journey may not be easy, but it is possible. With the right preparation, the right information, and the right support, your dream of living in the United States can still become a reality. So, don't panic. Don't let fear stop you. And definitely don't believe every rumor you hear online. The new U.S. immigration law is real, but it's not designed to destroy dreams. It's designed to reshape how immigration works for the modern world. Stay informed, stay prepared, and most of all, stay hopeful.